The village of Willowmere woke without trumpets. No bells rang at dawn to summon servants. No silken curtains were drawn by gentle hands. No guard stood watch at the door of Mia's small clay-brick home. Instead, the day began with the rooster's uneven crow and the soft creak of wooden shutters as Mia pushed them open herself. Sunlight spilled into the room, golden, honest, unfiltered. Mia inhaled the morning air deeply. It smelled of baked bread from old Mother Fen's oven, of damp soil, of wildflowers crushed beneath bare feet. It was the scent of freedom, though she had never thought to name it that. She tied her hair back with a faded ribbon and slipped into her simple dress blue cotton, mended at the hem. She did not mind the patchwork. Each stitch was a memory. Each mark told a story. Mia was 18, with thoughtful eyes and a quiet strength shaped by work rather than luxury. Her hands were calloused, her shoulders strong from carrying baskets to the market, but her heart was soft, always wandering somewhere far beyond Willowmere. Sometimes she looked toward the distant hill where the ivory palace of Ilarion gleamed like something imagined rather than built. She had never been close to it. The palace existed in another world, entirely a world of glassy towers, marble staircases, and people who spoke carefully, as though every word might be overheard by destiny itself. Mia tied her apron and stepped outside. "Market day," she murmured, adjusting the basket on her arm. High above Willowmere, where the land rose into manicured gardens and polished stone, Princess Elisa of Ilarion woke to bells. They chimed softly, silver notes drifting through the palace halls, announcing morning as gently as possible. Servants entered her chamber without sound, drawing curtains, setting out gowns, bowing without meeting her eyes. Elisa lay still beneath embroidered sheets, staring at the ceiling painted with scenes of ancient victories she had never fought. Her reflection stared back at her from the mirrored canopy above, dark lashes, soft lips, the unmistakable face of a princess. And yet, her chest felt unbearably heavy. Today's schedule waited on a gilded table, breakfast with the council, lessons in diplomacy, a public appearance at the Eastern Gardens, etiquette rehearsal, dinner with visiting nobles, every hour accounted for, every breath measured. Elisa rose slowly as maids dressed her. Layers of silk, corsets tightened, jewels fastened at her throat. She felt herself disappearing beneath the finery. "You look radiant, Your Highness," one maid whispered. Eliza smiled politely. "Radiant, perhaps. Free? Never." Later, standing on her balcony, Eliza looked beyond the palace walls. Far below, the kingdom lived its real life, markets buzzing, children running, laughter spilling freely. "I just want one day," she whispered to the wind. "One day where no one bows." Mia had finished her errands early and decided, on a rare whim, to wander beyond the usual paths. The road curved toward a meadow bordering the palace lands, a place villagers avoided out of caution rather than law. She knelt by a stream, washing dust from her hands. "Excuse me." The voice startled her. Mia turned and froze. The girl standing before her looked exactly like her. Mia's heart stopped. For a moment, she could not breathe. Her hands slipped from the water and dropped to her sides. She stared, her eyes wide, her body frozen. This was not possible. She had just seen her reflection in the stream. This girl was standing on the grass, not in the water. She was real. She was breathing, and she had Mia's face. Mia took a slow step back. Her foot sank into the wet ground, and she almost fell. "No," she whispered. No. Princess Elisa stood there, just as still. Her heart was beating fast, too. She had walked away from the palace walls only to find something far more frightening than guards or rules. A living mirror. I'm sorry, Princess Elisa said softly. "I didn't mean to scare you." Her voice sounded like Mia's, but it was calmer, careful, like someone used to choosing every word. Mia hugged herself tightly. This is not real, she said. I must be dreaming. She closed her eyes for a moment and opened them again. Princess Eliza was still there. Mia's chest felt tight. "Who are you?" Mia asked.
Who are
Princess
you?
Eliza opened her mouth, then paused. For the first time in her life, she did not know what to say. "I was going to ask you the same question," she said honestly. The wind passed through the meadow, lifting their hair the same way, the same face, the same eyes. It felt wrong and magical at the same time. Mia noticed the details now. Princess Elisa's dress was clean and beautiful. The cloth looked soft and expensive. Her shoes had never touched mud. Her hands were smooth, not worn like Mia's. This was not a village girl. "Are you a spirit?" Mia asked quietly. "Or some kind of sign?" Princess Eliza frowned. "A sign of what?" Mia swallowed hard. "Of my future," she said. "Maybe I leave this village one day. Maybe I become someone important." Princess Elisa's eyes softened. "No," she said quickly. "That cannot be true."
Then
Mia laughed.
explain this,
"Then
she said,
explain
pointing at
this,"
their faces.
she said, pointing at their faces. "Explain why you look like me." Princess Eliza slowly lifted her hand and touched her own cheek. Her fingers shook. "I don't understand this either," she said. "I have seen my face in mirrors all my life, but I have never seen it standing in front of me." Mia's breathing became fast. "Then you are real," she said. "And so am I." They stared at each other in silence. Princess Eliza took a small step forward. Mia stayed still. "You don't belong here," Mia said. Princess Eliza looked around the meadow. The open sky, the quiet stream. "No," she said softly. "I don't, but you don't look lost," Mia added. Princess Eliza met her eyes. "I feel lost every day," she said. Those words surprised Mia. Silence filled the space between them. Only the sound of water moving over stones could be heard. Princess Elisa's eyes moved to Mia's basket. Her simple dress, the dust on her shoes. "You live close to here," Princess Eliza said. "In the village," Mia replied. "I have never lived like that," Princess Eliza said. Mia frowned. "Never?" Princess Eliza shook her head. "My life is watched," she said, "every step, every word." Mia felt something heavy in her chest. Slowly, a truth began to form. "You are not me," Mia said quietly. Princess Eliza nodded. "And you are not me." The fear changed. It was still there, but it felt clearer now. Mia
My
took a step
name
closer.
is Mia.
"My name is Mia," she said. Princess Eliza smiled, relieved.
My
"My
name
name
is
is Eliza," she said.
Princess
Eliza." The title made Mia's knees weak.
A
princess?"
princess?
Mia whispered. Princess Eliza nodded once. Yes, they stood there, two girls with the same face, but different worlds. The stream flowed gently between them, like a line between two lives. That day, after the fear faded and the shock settled, Mia and Princess Elisa sat on opposite sides of the water, their feet touching the cold stream. The sun was soft above them, and the world felt far away. For a long time, they only looked at each other. I still cannot believe this, Mia
Every
said
time
quietly.
I look at you, I feel
"Every
like
time
I'm
I look at
dreaming.
you, I feel like I'm dreaming." Princess Eliza listened carefully.
My life is planned.
"My life is planned,"
Every hour,
Eliza said after
every
a
step.
moment. "Every hour, every step," Mia frowned. "Planned how?" "I wake up when they say, I eat when they say, I smile when they say." Eliza hugged her knees. "Even my silence is watched." Mia was quiet. Princess Eliza smiled a little. "I feel the same." Mia picked up a small stone and dropped it into the water. "Being a princess," she said slowly, "is like a dream come true." Princess Eliza turned to her. "A dream?" Mia nodded, her eyes shining. "Yes, big rooms, fine dresses, servants, no worries about money or food. Everyone respects you." She laughed softly. "In the village, we work from morning to night. There is no time for me," Eliza continued. "No time to rest, no time to breathe. I am always busy, but I am always tired. Mia looked at her with new eyes. I never thought of it that way, she said. Elisa laughed sadly. Everyone thinks being a princess is easy. They talked for hours. Mia spoke about waking up early to help her aunt, carrying baskets to the market, laughing with friends, sitting under the stars at night with no rules. Eliza listened like a thirsty person. You laugh freely, Eliza said. I have to practice how to laugh. Mia blinked. Practice? Yes, Eliza said. So I don't laugh too loud. Or too long, Mia shook her head. That sounds lonely, Eliza smiled softly. It is. That day, something changed between them. They were no longer strangers. They were friends. Before sunset, Mia hesitated, then said, You can come again. To the stream, Alyssa's eyes brightened. I would like that. They met again and again. For days, the stream became their secret place. They shared bread, stories, laughter. One afternoon, Mia leaned closer and whispered, Do you want to see the market?
Do you want to see the market?
Elisa's heart jumped. The village market? Mia nodded. Elisa smiled. That day came. Elisa stood in front of the small mirror in Mia's room and hardly recognized herself. She was not wearing a princess dress. Instead, she wore a simple but pretty dress, light brown with soft blue patterns at the edge. It was clean, neat, and fit her well. Her hair was loosely tied back, not styled like the palace maids usually did. She looked normal, and she loved it. I look like I belong here, Eliza said softly. Mia smiled. You do? Eliza took a deep breath. I'm nervous, Mia laughed. That means you're alive. They walked to the market together. But when they arrived, Mia stopped. My stall is there, she said, pointing. You can walk around first. I'll meet you later. Eliza nodded. Her heart was beating fast as she walked alone through the market. The sounds were loud, people talking, laughing, calling out prices. The smell of food filled the air. Everything felt real and warm. Then she saw the stall, wooden carvings, small toys, smooth bowls, and behind the stall stood Landon. Eliza stopped walking. Landon looked up and froze. Mia? He said. Eliza blinked. She had been called many things in her life, Your Highness, Princess, Lady, but never Mia. She started, then stopped. Landon smiled a little. You're early today. Eliza didn't answer. She only stared. Landon frowned slightly. He leaned closer, studying her face. Something was wrong. You look like Mia, he said slowly. But you're not her. Elisa's breath caught. She stared into his eyes. They were warm, deep brown, kind. She had never seen eyes like that before. I'm not Mia, she said softly. Landon straightened, surprised. I knew it. He shook his head. That's not possible. Eliza swallowed. I know. They stared at each other, neither speaking. Something passed between them, quiet and strong. Landon cleared his throat. Who are you? Elisa hesitated. My name is Eliza. Landon nodded slowly, still confused. You look exactly like my childhood friend. Elisa's lips curved into a small smile. I know. She didn't look away from his eyes. And he didn't look away from hers. For Eliza, the world felt smaller and brighter at the same time. Her heart did something strange. She had never felt this before. Then Mia. Landon turned sharply. Mia was standing beside her stool, staring at them. Landon's eyes widened. He looked at Elisa, then at Mia, then back at Elisa. What? He stepped back. How did you do that? Mia walked closer, her heart racing. Landon, please don't shout, she said quickly. Landon pointed between them. How are there two of you? Elisa stood very still, her hands folded, her eyes still on Landon. Mia took a deep breath. We'll explain, she said. But not here. Landon looked around, then nodded. All right. They moved behind the stalls. Mia spoke quickly, but clearly. She told him everything, the stream, the meeting, the secret. Landon listened in silence. When she finished, he rubbed his face. So, he said slowly, "You're telling me the girl who looks like you is a princess?" Mia nodded. Landon looked at Eliza. "A real princess?" Elisa nodded gently. Landon laughed once. "I knew this market was strange." Elisa smiled softly. Landon's eyes softened when he looked at her. Their eyes met again. For a moment, Mia felt like she wasn't there. Elisa felt warm inside. Safe. Landon felt something too. Something calm and sweet. "You stare," Landon said gently. Eliza realized she was still looking at him. "I'm sorry," she said quickly. He smiled. "Don't be." Mia watched them and felt her heart smile. She leaned closer to Landon and whispered, "Be kind. She's new to everything." Landon nodded. "I can see that." He turned back to Eliza. "If you want," he said, "you can sit here." Elisa nodded. She sat, and they talked about small things. The market. The weather. Life. Eliza listened more than she spoke. She liked the sound of his voice. She liked the way he looked at her, not like she was important, but like she was interesting. For the first time in her life, someone looked at her like that, and Landon? He liked her gentle way, the way she listened. The way she looked at him like he was something special. It felt like fate when the sun began to set. Mia returned. "We should go," Mia said softly. Elisa stood slowly. She looked at Landon. "I will come again," she said. Landon smiled. "I'll be here." As they walked away, Eliza touched her chest. "Mia," she whispered, "I think my heart has changed." Mia smiled knowingly. "Yes,"
That's what
she
love
said.
feels like.
"That's what love feels like." And somewhere in the market, fate smiled again. That evening, when the sky was dark and the palace guards were changing shifts, Princess Elisa carefully led Mia through a hidden side door. "Walk softly," Eliza whispered. "And don't look nervous." Mia nodded. But her eyes were already shining. The palace was more beautiful than she ever imagined. The floors were smooth like glass. The walls were tall and bright, covered with paintings and golden designs. Every step felt unreal. "Is this place real?" Mia whispered. "I feel like I'll wake up soon," Eliza smiled. "I feel like that every day." They walked quietly through long halls, hiding behind pillars when servants passed. Elisa took Mia into the royal kitchen and handed her a warm pastry. "Eat," Eliza said. "Before someone sees us." Mia took one bite and almost cried. "This tastes like heaven," she said. When they finally reached Elisa's room, Mia gasped. The room was large and bright, filled with soft beds, mirrors, and beautiful curtains. Mia slowly turned around, touching everything. "I wish I was a princess," she whispered. Before Eliza could reply, footsteps sounded outside. Eliza froze. "The royal secretary," she whispered. Mia panicked. "Hide!" Eliza said quickly. Mia hid behind the curtain just as the door opened. The royal secretary entered. She was serious, straight, and always looked angry. "Your Highness," she said sharply. You have missed your reading lesson, your meeting, and your practice," Eliza sighed. "I needed air," the secretary frowned. "You always need air these days. What have you been doing?" Elisa said nothing. The secretary continued. "Prepare yourself. Tomorrow you will host Prince Jederick of the Northern Kingdom." Elisa stiffened. Tomorrow? Yes, the secretary said. Do not be late. She left. Mia came out slowly. "Wow," Mia said. She's scary, Eliza groaned. "That is my life," Mia smiled. "Meeting a prince doesn't sound that bad." Eliza looked at her. Then suddenly, an idea came to her. "Mia," Eliza said slowly, "what if we switched?" "For one day," Eliza said. "Just one." Mia hesitated, then nodded. They switched early in the morning. Mia woke up in silk sheets. Servants brought warm water for her bath. They dressed her. They brought food. Mia smiled the whole time. "I'm living my dream," she whispered. But soon, problems started. She almost tripped on her heavy dress. She ate too fast. The royal secretary frowned at her. Your Highness, she snapped, are you trying to annoy me?
Sorry.
Mia bowed her head. Sorry. Later she met Prince Jedrick. He was tall, handsome, calm. Mia forgot everything Eliza told her. Her breath caught. Jedrick smiled. You seem different today. Mia laughed. Is that bad? No, he said.
No,
I like
I
it.
like it.
Meanwhile, Eliza was in the market free. She laughed, watched children play. Sat beside Landon, but Landon was watching her closely. You're not Mia, he said.
You're not
Eliza
Mia.
froze. How?
You
smile differently, he said. Where is Mia? Eliza sighed. I'm Mia. For today, she told him everything. Later, Mia's aunt called Eliza to the strawberry farm. Eliza panicked. Landon followed her to help. At the farm, Eliza couldn't work well. Everyone stared. Landon quickly said, She's not feeling well. They believed him. That night, Mia and Eliza met again. I enjoyed it, Mia said. But princess dresses are heavy. And royal duties are hard, Eliza laughed. Farm work is not easy either. They hugged. Then Prince Jedrick came to the palace to meet Eliza. I'm looking for the girl I met the other day, he said. Eliza smiled. Her name is Mia. She took him to Mia. Landon joined them. They stood together, smiling. A secret friendship was born. And sometimes, they still switched. To understand life, you must live another person's dream. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Wishing you a beautiful and magical new year.